Hello everybody, Isaac here. Just recording a video today here about my most carried EDC folding knives of 2022, at least so far. It is September, as of this recording, September the 21st, I believe. So we're even near the end of September here. So 2022 is wrapping up relatively quickly. So I have 6 folding knives here that I got between late 21 and throughout 22. And I've really been carrying most of these relatively exclusively throughout this year. I did a video last year about my top 5 EDC folding knives, and it was quite a bit different than this. In fact, it's 100% different. Now, I have carried other knives throughout the year, but these are definitely my most carried knives of 2022. Last year in 2021, you see more classic type folders, and my taste has kind of changed a little bit to more tactical type folders. So last year, one of my most carried knives was the Sog XR. Nice, big, heavy, tactical folder. And that was really the only knife like that in that video. Last year's video included traditional knives like case trappers, Stockman, Buck 110 Pro, and the Buck Sprint Pro. I think I had 5 last year that I put in that video, and I can link it in the description here in case you want to check it out and see how my knives have evolved. Now, I still do carry those knives from that video from time to time, but just not as often as I've carried these this year. So let's kick it off here. We'll start over here. The Buck Model 110 Sport. This was a brand new release for Buck this year. Very early this year, January, maybe as late as February, but definitely no later than February. They released this knife. It is a very cool, new, modern take on the 110. You got those green micarta scales, the black aluminum frame and bolsters to really bring down the weight from the classic brass. Or in my video last year, I had the Pro, which had a nickel silver frame. We got a pocket clip, no belt sheath with this, and thumb studs. A lot of, well, I won't say a lot, but few other people who've made videos on this knife don't care for those thumb studs. And you know, I made a couple videos on this where I offered a suggestion where Buck changed up that thumb stud for a thumb disc, like the next few knives on our list here from Emerson. So Emerson, instead of thumb studs on the side of the blade, they have this thumb disc on top, which really gives a lot more width to the blade when cutting and doesn't get in the way of anything. This here's the Market Skinner. I got this in August. It's a birthday gift. Part of a birthday gift anyway. And I've been carrying this almost every day since I got it. It's hard to get this out of my pocket. It's 3.9 inch, 3.8 or 3.9 inch, I'm pretty sure 3.9 inch blade. Very cool shape. It's well, the name Market Skinner. It's designed for skinning, but I love the way it looks. It cuts great ergonomics that of course Emerson is famous for, and it is quite the faithful companion. Very sharp. I've been using it a lot, and I did sharpen it up once. It's the 154 cm steel. I've really become a huge fan of Emerson knives. The next two are more well-known and classic kind of Emerson knives. I gotta clean this up a little bit. This is the Commander. This was Emerson's very first knife to feature his famous wave technology. This came out in 1998. This is a newer production, of course. It's not that old, but you know, it's a great knife. I carry this very frequently. Actually, you know what? Let's go back. We'll leave these all open so you can see them as we move along. This is the Emerson Cqc7. Another Emerson classic here. They've been producing this for many years, pretty much since the inception of Emerson Knives Inc. in the late 90s. We got a 3.3 inch blade, and this is the smallest knife on the table here. I do like a larger blade folding knife. I think 3 3/4 inch is kind of a sweet spot for me as far as a folding knife goes, and you will see that 3 3/4 inch length in the buck, the Emerson Commander. This knife here, the Sog Tomcat 3.0. This is one fantastic knife. Sadly discontinued 2-3 years back, but if you can find one, you know, this is one solid piece of work. We got Kraton handle scales there, the rubberized material. If you have a knife like the Cold Steel SRK or the newer type of K-bars that have the rubberized handle, that's what this material here is like. In fact, it's the same materials on the K-bar. They both call it Kraton. This is made in Seki, Japan. If that focuses in there and in the light. Of VG10 steel. It's got a nice recurve blade, nice clip point. Very solid knife, very solid with the arc lock there. And that is also a 3 3/4 inch length blade steel. This here is the Almar Seer 2000. Almar started making knives under his own name in 1979. Before that, he was one of the chief knife designers at Gerber. I've shown this and done a review on this. Love that thick spine back here, and then that really stabby point like a bayonet or something. This is also made in Japan out of VG10 steel, like the Sog. So most of these are more tactical oriented. I didn't mean to order them in this way, but I guess these two were still hunting knives. Well, I guess Buck doesn't actually market the 110 Sport as a hunting knife. They just market it as an EDC knife because of the lighter weight and thumb stud and pocket clip, I guess. But as we all know, there are plenty of folding hunting knives with pocket clips and thumb studs. So don't discount it. If you still want to process your game with a Buck 110 and get the Sport, I'm sure it is more than capable. So guys, these are it for 2022, my most carried EDC knives. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you can, please leave a comment, a like. If you're first time here, please hit that subscribe button. And thank you, as always, for watching my videos, and hope to catch you on the next one. Have a fantastic day.